super long.
Yeah, man. Let's kill that bass head. Alright, let's do this.
I'm on the air, we got this pockets flow. It's me and Tony on the mics, we gotta let you know of current events, little gaming, sprinkle in some entertainment. We stay humble, but our moms still think we're famous. Turn up the bass and baby, maybe let that magic flow. Our spoken word is all the things you really wanna know. Having a good time on the show, T-Bows and Matty G. Tune in and hit subscribe and join us on the FAP.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Freaking Awesome Podcast. I'm your host, and sitting next to me, as cheerful as ever, is my co-host, Matty G.
Hi, I'm pretty good.
I was just
That
saying,
is good to hear.
I was just saying in the pre-show there that I've been robocalled all day. So
Yeah,
I'd like to...
yeah, that's you honestly, you know, it's always really funny because I think of my friend Mike and how he used to love telemarketers back when it was a real person calling, and like he would always mess with them. I never actually someone actually like not want to hang up. Like he would sit there for half an hour chatting with them, giving them like 90% probably real good information, and then he would like completely fuck it up at the end, and then he'd just be like, they'd be like, "Oh, and what do you do for a living?" He's like, "I work for a condom factory. I'm the guy who tests the condoms for strength."
So
you know,
good.
and then it's so hard not to laugh while he's on the phone because you're sitting there, you're drinking and having a beer, and and you're talking about, you're just listening to him do this whole conversation, and we're just thinking, oh my god, how long is this going to go on? So yeah, it was really funny.
That's awesome.
Good old Mike's.
Yeah, now they're all fucking automated, right? So basically what'll happen is they send you an automated call, and then they tell you to press a number, right? So like, oh, if you if you have this information or you think you did this, press this, and then it forwards you to a person, so you can't waste their time anymore. Right?
If you've committed a crime, press 1.
Oh.
If you plan on turning yourself in, press 2.
Oh, geez.
Oh my god, if it was only that easy.
Yeah, they would all lead to the same number. I love it.
I know, absolutely hilarious.
Yeah,
so we're a few minutes out. We're just waiting for our guest, Mickey Burns. Is obviously running a little bit behind, but we wanted to kind of shoot the shit with everybody today, and it's a good time. Oh, look at this. We've already got a comment coming in. Oh, it's Rue Star. Rue, thank you for watching the show. It's so wonderful to see you again. I'll have to make sure we get her back on the show again really soon. So, I don't know if anybody's had a chance to check out, of course, her music video. We did post it up on our page, and as many views that she was getting, it was great because it was posting, like when they would collect the views, it was, the money was being donated to charity, which was really, really fantastic. And they did a wonderful job of the new song. So I really recommend people, if you haven't been on the page, if you haven't clicked the link, to definitely check it out. Wonderful, wonderful remake. Yeah. Other than that, how are you doing, buddy?
Not too bad, man. It's pretty much the same old same. It's actually, it was a beautiful day today, so I ended up taking the dogs for a walk on my lunch and getting out for some fresh air.
Blistering 1 degree Celsius.
Oh man, it was so hot. I was gonna fire up the barbecue.
I'm one of those people that as long as I have fluid, I will barbecue all year round.
Totally, right?
I will shovel off my back deck just to get to the barbecue, and it's always there's never an excuse. Have propane, will grill. So that's my philosophy in life.
That's the Canadian way, I think.
Yeah,
I think that's
it's. Did you find it really funny when it was, of course, 1 degree and you're walking around outside today, and like when it happened when I was walking the dog, and in my head I was like, oh man, it's so warm, I don't even really need this jacket. I'm like, oh, this is why everybody looks at Canadians and says, what the fuck's wrong with this guy? It's like 14 degrees or minus 14. He's walking around with shorts on, because people are just so used to when it is cold, when it does peak up just a little bit, they just start shedding off the clothing, and it's like, it's only 1 degree.
Well, and it's funny that you say that because when I let the dogs out around 11:30 before I took them for a walk,
Mhm.
and I opened the door to let them out, and I'm like, oh shit, it's pretty nice out. I just left the door open, made by lunch and
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah.
that, because to me it felt warm.
Yeah,
So
it's true. Melissa Spencer, yeah, hook up your barbecue to your natural gas in your house. Yeah, it's true. It's a lot better than having to run out of propane, as I often do. So
I'd burn it down.
But-
I just know I'd fuck that up.
Yep. Yeah, if if you haven't seen Maddie cook a steak, let me tell you, he'll fully load that on, so there's so much drippings that it just bursts into flames.
Hey man, yes, I do know how to barbecue a good steak, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, probably.
Man,
one
we
of the
got to
best
do
steaks
that
I've
again
had.
this summer. Actually, the steamboats.
Yeah, the steamboats. That was a fantastic. That and your twice baked potatoes. So, tank in the skirt today. Yep, it's a perfect time to let the legs out and get some air.
See, I always thought it would be hard to drive a tank in a skirt, but
I think once you're in,
power
you're
on
totally
you, Beth.
protected, right?
Yeah. So
That's funny. Yeah, so I definitely know we got a few fun articles today, so I'm looking forward to getting to that. And we'll give Mickey about another like 5-10 minutes, and if not, we'll just take down the old placard and go on the show as about normal. So
yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, so other than that, January, we're now to the end of February, which is just unheard of. I can't believe how fast the spring is already moving along. So I think actually it was really funny because I was driving in this morning and I kind of noticed at like 6 o'clock in the morning, the sun was already up and looking, kind of bright on the horizon. And I'm just thinking, oh yeah, that's daylight savings time is going to be coming up shortly. And hey, did you hear that apparently they're looking about getting rid of daylight savings time?
Yeah. They say that they're starting to prove there's a case for it, saying that apparently it causes seasonal affective disorder.
Yes.
So
yeah, exactly. So I mean, we all revolve around this whole thing, and apparently it's all due to the New York Stock Exchange. So if we've been doing this for years,
fucking our circadian rhythms for the stock market,
right? For the stock market, and just to find out that maybe it was just to drive up a certain medication.
Oh my gosh, it's
all those antidepressants.
Yeah, exactly. But it's true, man. I know a lot of people that feel, more depressed or more anxious in the wintertime. I do for sure. I'm more on the anxiety side than the depression side, but I'm definitely more anxious in the winter. So I'm all for that change. I think that'd be an interesting change, and why not, right? It's kind of depressing when you wake up and it's dark and you come home and it's dark,
Yeah, that's the worst time. I definitely I feel for all the people up in the Northwest Territories who have that like 2 weeks of darkness or something. I honestly I imagine like the crazy rates must be absolutely astronomical. So,
oh man, probably through the roof.
Saving time, stupid. Yeah,
I would like to see the stats on that, because 60 days,
right?
But isn't it isn't it daylight all the rest of the year though, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So maybe that offsets, right? Maybe you have it's like the purge. You go into purge mode it's like the mental health purge. Right. You get all your crazy out.
Yeah.
Maybe they've got it figured out.
Yeah, they might, right? And the rest is just beautiful. So they live in harmony. They got a cat as their spokesperson, their mayor.
Oh yeah, their mayor.
And it totally makes sense, right?
They're also crazy really up there. Good. They think it's a human.
Yeah. He thinks he's people. Let's give him a job.
I have to ask you, what is the most normal thing you've done since they lifted the lockdown so far?
Ooh, the most normal thing. I guess just going out for dinner.
Yeah, going out for dinner.
Yeah.
No judgment here, man. I think I think people are. It's getting a little crazy, man. Like we're not designed to be cooped up all the time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, exactly. If that was the case, we'd be it's like all those caged chickens, right?
yeah, well, and the thing is, like Ash and I know you're in the same boat. We've been extremely safe. We wear our masks.
Yeah.
We limit
Yep.
what we go out, but last weekend it was BlizzCon, and a couple of my friends are big Blizzard fanatics, and so I had a couple guys over, and we ate chicken wings and watched Blizzard. I know where they work and where they've been, and what their routines are like too. So a little bit of precaution there, but I had to do something because, and it was like it felt so awesome. You know what I mean?
Yeah, almost felt normal, quote unquote.
Yeah, it really did. It felt like it did, pre-COVID for a small sliver of time, and it was only a couple of hours, but it was just so nice to feel, normal for.
Yeah. It's really good to be able to see people again, right? It's really strange because I think for a while there, I was discussing how people were becoming so insular about things, and they were actually only starting to kind of like think about themselves. And now with COVID, I think it's given people that appreciation to have other people in their life again. So, like there are a little bit more connections. Of course, people reaching out with technology and spending more time together. It's a start, who knows? Maybe things will be a little bit happier when if things reopen up fully again. So.
Yeah, for sure. I think Kingston's doing really well.
Yeah. The one thing I'm actually been thankful is, of course, a lot of the binge watching I've been doing, things I've been catching on that I've never actually watched. So Kelly and I've actually started watching Sons of Anarchy. We've never seen it before.
It's a good show.
Finally got into it, and man, is that a good show! Like,
it's a really good show.
Hook, line, and sinker, right? And I guess when originally it came out, I was thinking, I don't know if I want to watch a show about a bunch of bikers and stuff all the time. And
no, it's really good, man.
It's really, really rad. Yeah, it's really well written. So
Charlie Hunnam's dreamy.
Well, so it's really funny that you said that, because I look at Charlie Hunnam, and when he's walking around, I'm like, this is like a blonde version of Matt. Like you two look so much alike that I think if you grew your hair out, even you two even walk the same, which is really funny.
Yeah.
And like that guy's got swagger. And I was thinking, I wonder if he had to like practice or train to walk like that, or if that's just his natural walk. It was really strange.
It's like that confident kind of walk, and yeah, I know what you're talking about. And it's so funny. You're not the first. I've heard that I'd be a dark-haired. Well, I took one of those, those quizzes where you take the picture and it tells you who you look like. And I've gotten like dark-haired Charlie Hunnam before, so it's funny that you say that.
That's really funny. That is really funny. So, Melissa Spencer, on the plus side, COVID gave me an excuse not to see the family I don't like. It's true, right?
Good point.
You
Good
get
point.
to stay away from it. Yeah.
Friggin' ultimate excuse.
Right? And all those families like, oh, we're gonna have a family get together. Why don't you come out? You're like, hell no, COVID. No, sorry, can't do it. Got to keep the kids safe.
Oh my gosh! While we have people chiming in, I have to ask other people, are you guys getting crazy robocalls? Like, I've had like 20 today. I need other people to tell me. I'm on Rogers, but I need folks to chime in here and let me know, because it's getting crazy.
Yeah, this is a great time to message. And what was there was something else that we were talking about not too long ago that we wanted to get a people survey about. Darn it, I wish I really remember that now. So it would have been really, really fun. I guess if anything, for the audience out there, of all the things that you miss with COVID the most, what is the one thing that you can't wait to do with everything, hopefully fully opening up again? So.
Yeah, that's a great question, Tony. That's a great question.
Yeah. Spencer, no, they're with Rogers and they haven't received any. So, Matt, apparently you have been on too many porn sites and they haven't got your number.
Oh my god, that's too funny.
Yeah. No, Beth hasn't had any either, and she doesn't put her number online. So.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm going to tell a funny story actually, and maybe some of our people in chat probably might have heard this already, but I'm not going to mention any names for privacy, but I'm going to tell you about the situation that I had. So I'm an IT person, obviously. My day job is in IT, And one of our users started getting very raunchy, sexual, explicit text messages yesterday, but a lot, like a lot.
Oh, really?
And yeah,
Okay.
so I got the phone call and I got the text, and I'm like, they're like, hey, what is happening, Matt? Like, I keep getting these texts. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. And anyways, I started, putting on my thinking cap and figuring it out. And I tried tracking it by the phone number, but no go. And what had happened was, luckily enough, the person that was receiving these texts asked, hey, where did you get this number? And they said, this website that out of Toronto that is like Underground Kijiji. I won't mention the name either because I don't want to give too much away. But
okay, yeah,
it's like Underground Kijiji, but they have like escort services and stuff. And some other lady put her escort services up, but fudged the numbers, like got her phone number and one of our people's phone number reversed. So
that's hilarious.
Oh man! So
oh man!
I had to issue like a cease and desist on the website and report it. And oh my gosh, it was funny, but
really funny. I mean, really hard to explain if all of a sudden, you got a partner or something who's using that work phone. They're like, "What the hell's going on?" I swear.
Yep. I think that's back to our what do you plan on doing after COVID? That's an answer.
Exactly. Well, yep. So apparently sex is one thing that's up on and Melissa's going shopping, yoga, friends and gatherings. Yeah. Getting together with friends. Good old backdoor barbecue would be nice. So
yeah. I say,
I realized I looked at your face there and your eyes were like, you were thinking, you're like, backdoor barbecue. What does that involve?
A juicy steak butt stuff. My kind of party.
Right.
Oh.
Twice stuffed potatoes. Oh god.
That's good.
See, this is why we can't hang out, because if we just kind of went across anything that we've ever come across, this is where things go eventually. So.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, and sorry, the replies there's a bit of a delay in when the feed airs and the questions, so sometimes we pick up on things a little later than they come in.
Yeah. So but keep bearing with us. We're always it catches up. So we do appreciate everybody messaging, and it's always nice. It's always nice for us when we get the comments back and forth. So in the meantime, Maddie G, do you want to jump into today's news?
Yeah. Let's kick it off. I figure
let's start the show.
We're 20 minutes in. Why not?
Exactly. So, if Mickey wants to join us a little bit later, that's fine. We'll make a little time.
Sounds good. All right,
cool.
Here we go. My first article for the day, and I believe you have the photo for this that you can put up in a second here.
Oh,
but
yeah, okay. Yep.
Viral cat named Trash Panda gets his face on a cereal box. So a popular cereal-loving cat named Trash Panda has gotten its face featured on a cereal box. The Illinois Kitty rose to fame as a mascot of the Fulton County Emergency Services and Disaster Agency after being featured in the organization's memes that include the cat professing its love to Fruity Pebbles. So apparently this cat is obsessed with Fruity Pebbles. So the memes caught the attention of Post Consumer Brand, so Post Cereal Brand, the maker of the sugary cereal, which sent the black and white spokescat a package that included 2 custom Trash Panda Fruity Pebble cereal boxes and other treats and a handwritten note. The note read, "Trash Panda, we're honored you're such a big Pebbles fan." The note shared on the Fulton County Facebook page read, "We hope you enjoy the custom gift at the bottom of the box. We also included some cereal so you can stock up in case you encounter a snowstorm." So I love that they photoshopped a little spoon in his hand.
That's what I was wondering. That was the first thing I saw. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. I mean, to go out and have that made, that's really funny. So I like how they also photoshopped a little tongue sticking out and everything as well. So
I thought that's really cool. Super cute. Super cute.
Yeah. No, I like it. That's really cool. All right. So my news today. or my first article. You know how everybody, you know, when you donate things and you know, be it to Salvation Army or Value Village or you know, all these thrift stores, you just kind of clear house. You're trying to get rid of things, right? But have you ever gotten rid of something that you're like, oh damn, I think that went with all that stuff, or you know, you really kind of regret kind of putting things out or giving away things because you're like, oh damn it, this is the time I could have used it. Well, that was of course the case in today's article, and it was a Seattle woman who basically had gone to a thrift store and had bought a new crochet basket. And she got home and she was looking through it and she found this really heavy yellow plastic thing in the bottom of it. And she pulled it out and she didn't know what it was, but it said 100% pure on it. Well, she thought it was weird. So well, let's just say it turned out that it was a kilo of cocaine.
What?
So yeah, a full brick of cocaine. So like street value would have been like $150,000 worth of cocaine sitting in the bottom of a crochet basket.
That is insane.
Right?
Holy shit.
So anyway, she did you know, take it to the cops and they were doing some investigation into it. But I mean, I was looking at that and thinking, if television has taught me anything, that is the beginning of an action movie right there.
Oh, that's
you know?
Yeah. Yeah. All of a sudden people are after, it's a whole contriculation of events and away we go. That's dude, that's crazy.
Exactly.
Like, okay,
isn't that crazy?
I have to ask. So if you find the cocaine, like say you found cocaine like that and it's valued at that much, is there like a legal way you can turn it in for a reward where it's like, I'm not going to sell it for 150K, but I'll turn it in for like 30. You know, like,
I think if you're talking to the police and you were offering that up, I think you would be arrested.
Okay.
I think it's your like citizen's due diligence to you know, to turn that in. I don't think this is like a briefcase of money and saying like, hey, I found a briefcase of money. You know, it looks like it's $10,000. Can I have $1,000 reward? No.
If it was money, I'm just keeping the money. So,
oh, you're the guy who keeps the briefcase of money.
Oh, dude, if I've had a briefcase of money, you're damn right that actually, you know what? I have to admit now that I think about it, I'd be too scared to keep it because who carries a briefcase of money? Drug dealers, arms dealers, mafia. Like no one normal just carries a briefcase of money.
I don't think so. So you know that there's you know, it's either potentially mob based or if there is you know, something suspicious going on because people just don't carry briefcases of money. So that's, again, the movies have lied to us.
Maybe
so,
that's how I can keep myself protected. I should just carry around all my money in a briefcase, and hopefully that will instill fear into people to not take my money.
Or if they found it, they're like, your original response, like, fuck yeah, I got a briefcase of money, I'm out of here.
I'm rich.
Exactly. Beth, no, the way the show works is there isn't shareable URLs. So
I can probably run it though. 1 second.
Yeah. Yep. Would have better luck calling the dealer? I don't know, Melissa. I think if you call a dealer up and say, yo, I've got a brick of kilo, someone's dying. You know, because I don't think they're going to turn around and pay you for it. They're going to come in, kill you. Exactly. You know, if you're going to do that, you might as well say, drop a bag of money in a garbage can.
Yeah.
I will leave this in a tree. So, no, I don't know if I would take that chance.
Oh my gosh.
But
well, here I got
to think outside of the box.
Oh, here we go. So this is what Beth sent over. So it's actually a link to another article. So are you finished your article?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't mind. I'll read this one out before I jump into my next one. We got time. So
okay. Yeah, sure.
So the one Beth sent over: elderly Longwood woman loses nearly $40,000 to scammers in California. So an elderly woman from Longwood is out $40K after investigators say she was a victim of scammers in California. The scammers were able to get into her computer and move money from one bank account to another to make her think there was more money in her account than there should have been. Okay. They said that the woman began to return the money before realizing she had been duped. According to the incident report, The 82-year-old woman went from bank to bank, withdrawing 10,000 3 times and 9,000 once. She sent packages of cash to an address via UPS and FedEx. Oh man, that sucks. And it sucks when it's like an elderly person.
Whoa, hold up here. Hold up here. I don't care how old you are. If someone says you need to return the money and send it via FedEx, you know,
I mean, red flag.
Is something wrong, right? It's totally a red flag. I don't know. That now sounds suspicious. Like I feel like now at this point, maybe this is the story she's telling.
Yeah, exactly.
That just seems like common sense kicks in, right? At some point. So,
well, it's like, did you ever hear that scam a while back where people were like, yeah, you know, you got to pay us for back taxes, but I want it all in like Google Play Store gift cards. Like, have you heard about those ones?
Yeah. I
like,
have, yeah.
No one would ever ask you to do that.
Yeah. It's, yeah, no, I don't think so. Like, yeah. I have your dog. Please return it in Google Play gift cards. Like, speaking through a kazoo. Like, I don't know. Oh my God.
This is my neighbor Jerry.
Right. So yeah, no, I agree, Beth. I think she knew too. Like that just seems weird. You may have told the police that you. Oh, I don't know, but I mean, any criminal's gonna say that it wasn't me. I don't know what's going on. I had no clue there was money in that.
That's crazy.
So yeah. What about your next article there, Maddie?
Yeah. Here's the fun one. Article reads: Party pooper in Detroit, Michigan. So cops in the suburb of Warren are searching for a man who they believe has been pinching coils in unlocked cars at 2 separate body shops. So we've got a serial pooper here. Authorities told local news stations that a man pooped in unlocked cars at Mr. Friendly's Auto Service and Twins Tire Service. The first incident happened in November when the manager of Mr. Friendly discovered someone had used the customer's car as a toilet. Surveillance footage from the shop showed a man grabbing sanitary napkins before opening a door of a van and defecating inside. The suspect reportedly returned in January to do the same. Authorities also reported that the man allegedly struck again in February 3rd, this time at Twins, where the worker found frozen poop inside the van they were repairing. Security video managed to catch the license plate, but no arrests have been made. So vans seem to be the vehicle of choice, and the frequency seems to be increasing. So I might be able to touch back on this article in 2 weeks.
Right. Well, I mean, it would make sense with the vans because you actually have enough room to do a squat in it, right? I mean, nobody's gonna like crawl up on the back seat and like, what are you gonna do? Drop it in the back window?
It's just so fucked up. Like,
right?
You know what I mean? Like, most people don't like pooping in public places anyway.
Exactly.
But then,
yeah,
like this is the opposite end of the spectrum.
Right.
Like, have you ever met anybody who's like, "Oh, dude, let's go to the mall so I can take a shit"?
Right?
I don't.
Yeah, I try to avoid the bathrooms like the plague, but yeah, I don't know. It is. I think there's just something about. I think it's just from all the time I spent in Toronto. The last thing you want to do is go into a public bathroom in Toronto. It's not. Yeah. It's not the most sanitary thing in the world. So, or you got people sleeping in the stalls that get, of course, mad at you for going into the bathroom when they're in there. So.
It's so funny. Like,
this is my house.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
People would rather take their mask off and jump into a crowd of people than use a Toronto bathroom.
That's true. Yep, exactly. Less chance of COVID, or at least I would take the COVID chance over a public bathroom.
Exactly.
So the next article I have, of course, and in the original headline or the link on this one was actually really funny because it kind of made me stop right away. But it said Canadians can't stop building sexy snowmen.
Ooh.
So when I go into it, there is a basically the Facebook watchdogs are begging Canadian town in Manitoba to stop making sexy snowmen. So what has happened in Manitoba is apparently someone is going around town, especially around the town hall, and creating sexually explicit snowmen. There's photographs of a man getting fellatio on a bench outside of City Hall. Another one is a massive, like, 12-foot dick that's flopped over someone's car. And then there's ones where, like, snowmen are having sex and all this stuff. So
maybe the
it's
person
actually
at town
quite
hall
funny.
was like, "Hey, Randy, make a sculpture of a snowblower." Sure thing.
Right? And that's how it came up. So it's really neat because they basically, or someone has created a parody Facebook page for this, and it's called what did they call it? It was it isn't, but it was kind of like their boy, what do they call that when they it's like things that are banned around the city or something like that, and
prohibited or bylaw.
Yeah, something like that. They're basically saying that they're like the unofficial one for that, but it's really funny if you wanted to Google the erotic snowman. Apparently, it's very popular in Manitoba right now. Now, what gets me though is about that whole article that it's saying Canadians can't stop doing this. Now, that's a pretty broad answer to say. Yeah, like, it's a statement to say Canadians in general. Like, this is happening in Manitoba, not all over Canada.
Yeah. What do you mean, you people? Oh. Tony just poof. Give him a second. No? Maybe. Ah, there he is.
There was a blip. So yeah, as I was saying, I don't know. I wasn't aware of it, that Canadians were doing this. I definitely I'm not doing this. I'm kind of surprised I haven't thought of it. You know, like, I was always quite renowned for my snow sculptures around the winter months, and I've kind of stopped doing it. But I used to come up with some kind of crazy things. But I don't
feel like maybe I have to live up to this stereotype now.
Right? Now you definitely have to be doing it. So.
It'd be so funny. Like, I'm out there building the snowman. Kids are inside. They're like, "Can I help, Daddy?" Yeah, she's like, "No, no."
In fact, stay out of the front yard altogether. You go to the back. Oh goodness. So, yeah, I got to tell you. I mean, I don't know. I mean, there could be worse things that you could be doing. I mean, you're not going around sharing a brick of cocaine. So if the worst thing you're doing, or they even have a suspect actually on the camera that you can see, this guy's walking around with a backpack, and I don't know how he's having time to do this. Apparently the big dick that was over top of the car, the person did on a lunch hour. So when the woman went back out for after lunch or something like that, it was flopped right over, and it's massive. Like, this thing is so much and quite detailed, which for the fact that it was done in such a short period of time. So I can't believe.
Why is it always a dick, man? Why can it never be a vag?
Right? A big pair of boobs or something. What is the world saying when they just keep making massive dicks?
Yeah, like, come on. Vaginas are powerful and strong, and they can take a beating. Right. Penises are soft, and if you hit them, they hurt for days. Like,
and just get softer, depending on what you're into, I guess.
One thing I did learn recently, though, did you know the skin inside your mouth is made of the same skin inside of a vagina? Like, inside your cheek?
Why are you constantly putting your finger in your mouth?
I just did there for just to emphasize.
Were you trying to, like, feel it? Like, I wonder.
I was fingering myself. Okay. No, but yeah, true story.
That was a visual I needed.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, Da Vinci's David. Art or porn? Da Vinci's David. Up next. Actually, it's really funny. Actually, now that has come up, or that Beth has suggested, art and you know, one thing I was thinking about not long ago, and I think this has just come up because of school subjects and stuff with the kids. You know, I really got to thinking about Greek mythology and everything like that, and how you know, for basically all the cultures, there's like almost like repetitive gods, right? So like you've got Zeus, you've got Odin. They were both kind of the same thing, same powers and stuff, right? And they were always like a balance back and forth. Now, a lot of the other thing about Greek mythology is nobody, I guess, is questioning the fact of Zeus was a god who went around and banged whoever he wanted and created some really weird things. Like it was like he was a weird dude when you really get down to it. And then of course all the incest amongst the gods as well. It was so weird. And it's so funny because when you're young and you're reading all this stuff, you don't think of it, and then all of a sudden as you get older, you're like, wait a minute, that was a brother and sister thing.
Oh shit! See, I don't know.
You know?
I don't know much about. Like I've played God of War and stuff, but it doesn't allude to any of that type of stuff. And like,
oh no, you go back and read some.
You watch American Gods?
Mythology pieces. Yes, it's a fantastic show.
I love the concept of that show. Like,
yeah, it's really funny because that's actually based off of a book. The
American
really? Gods was a book by Neil Gaiman. It was really, really good. It's a fantastic book, and they've kind of expanded upon it now, which is really neat. But yeah, the concept behind it was really good. That the old gods still exist, but they're now more mortal. They don't have their abilities because they don't have people believing in them anymore. So
yeah,
I thought that was and
then
new
of course gods like technology and
the
stuff.
new gods.
Yeah,
television, technology, internet, all those things. Yeah. That's it's very interesting, right? Like
yeah,
and you think about it. I mean, Simon and Garfunkel were singing about it way back in the day, how people were already kind of giving up the old gods and looking into technology. So
yeah, I think it's good. I think it's a cool show.
The amazing things, the power of drugs back then.
No, it's a drama. It's a dramatic show.
Yeah.
It's pretty dark, but it's based on like how the gods draw their power from people that believe in them, and they go to war, and it's live action. It's actually a really, really surprisingly good show. So
yeah, it is really good. I mean, I think what is the one Love Goddess where she basically devours people through her vagina?
Yeah, she's like an Egyptian goddess.
One of all of them. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we kind of chuckled at that one actually the first time we saw that.
Yeah.
Ashley's like, did she just? And I'm like, yeah.
Yes, she did.
So
yeah, no, there's a really good, and then there's also some spin-off books like Anansi, the spider god. He has his own.
Oh, see, I love him. So, yeah. He's really cool. He's not how I pictured him from the book, but they got a really good actor for him. So nice.
Yeah, I highly recommend it. If people haven't seen American Gods, I believe they just launched their 3rd season. So definitely check it out. It's pretty cool.
Did I tell you I'm building Ashley a little gaming computer?
No.
Yep.
You're trying to finally get her into the.
Yep, I got a little. Fine. That's the start of it.
It looks cute.
Yeah, it's a little. We're doing like a little pink RGB build for her. It's like a little micro ITX.
Yeah.
So
that's really cool.
But yeah, she's got. We're gonna see if we can get her into a couple little games and stuff, and with me and the kids and a couple friends and.
Yeah, that's really cool. The family that games together stays together.
Yep. So, did you say stains together?
Well, it depends on how long you're sitting in that chair, I guess. I
stays together. I was thinking, like, I got some stairs that need to be.
Oh, we went 2 different ways with stains.
Oh yeah, no, nice. I like that. I for once was not in the gutter.
I was gonna say that's normally your position is the gutter position.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Oh goodness, so really
cool.
Funny. Yeah, other than that, honestly, I've gotten into 3D printing and kind of doing some reproduction stuff, a little bit of Star Wars nerding out. But what's really cool about a 3D printer is when you don't have one, you don't really think about ever needing one. Then when you get one, you realize all the things you can do with it. And like you'll lose a button off your jacket. You're like, oh, I can freaking print one now. That's awesome. I don't know if you'll buy a button or throw that jacket away.
So I have so many questions. I'm actually glad you brought this up. So like,
okay,
can you have different colors? Is it like RGB?
So there are different models where you can print multiple colors at in different layers and stuff like that. So they got multiple print heads. The version I have, you can pause it and you can sub in another color. But for the most part, it's just like a single color. I print it,
and then you just paint
sand it, prime it, paint it. Yeah.
So I guess like, what's the most complex thing that you could do off the top of your head with one?
So what I'm working on right now is an E-22 blaster from Star Wars. It's one of the shore troopers from the Rogue One movie, and it's 53 pieces that you assemble into one long gun. So the complexities kind of depend on, are you doing a multi-piece build or are you doing a single print build, right? So if it's
like,
just
I'm thinking like a single thing that you can do in one shot.
It can get it's pretty detailed. For one of the things for Valentine's Day for Kelly, I printed her a tiny Bernie Sanders that was this big, that you can sit down on like the corner of your laptop and do all those things. So it's pretty detailed for small things. You can go up to roughly an 8x8x8 kind of item. So yeah, that's cool. So it can get pretty big. Yeah.
I see a lot of people doing replacing their mouse. Like they basically, because everybody wants to make in gaming, they want to make their mice lighter. That's like the new trend.
Okay.
So I've seen a lot of people printing to the chassis size, but using like a honeycomb, like with holes in it to reduce the weight.
Yeah.
And I've seen some really cool stuff done there.
Yeah, there's some really cool things you could do. If you ever want to check out some of the really fun things that are out there, Thingiverse. So THINGI VERSE. Thingiverse has a whole bunch of contributors where people are building 3D STL files for things for you to go and just print off. And it's really great if you support them and you give them a donation, buy them a cup of coffee, whatever you want for all their hard work. But the amazing things they come up with there is so cool. And things that you can literally spend a day going through that site and clicking it on all the things and things that you never even thought of that you could use or need. Like there's someone who's created a mount that you can just slide your drill. Like you take the battery off to charge and then you just slide the drill onto the wall. So it's just got the same grooves as the battery, and then it just holds it there in position, which is really cool. One of the first things that I found was, when you've got covered shelves and you have to put those little clips in that hold the shelf on, those little plastic things. It's kind of like a weird little nub here, and a flat plate. And you just kind of push them in and they're supposed to hold your shelves. Yep. Well, a lot of ours broke, and someone has obviously recognized this as being a problem. So there's a file so I can just go print those clips whenever I want and fix them. So
that's cool.
To me, that's almost worth its weight in gold. So,
yeah, that's handy, man. I could definitely.
There's nothing worse than having 3 clips and that thing goes teetery when you put a pot at the back.
Yeah.
So and Kelly can't stand it. Like if it tilts and you've got a large pot or pan in there and you've got to kind of tilt that pot to get out, then everything tips over. And so there's one cupboard that she refuses to go into that I have to deal with. So
that's actually got a good question.
Then we don't have to worry about it.
Do you have to pay like a license for certain stuff?
No. Well, no. Because a lot of it is just fan-based stuff. You're not trying to necessarily sell under a particular license. Then I think if you were like trying to become the next Disney knockoff center and create a whole bunch of things, then you'd be in some trouble, and you might want to work on some licensing there. But
that's Ricky Mouse.
No, right?
Just change his color scheme.
Yeah, exactly. Make them gray instead of black. A little faded out.
Perfect.
Yeah, but no, it's definitely it's cool. I really enjoy doing it, and I guess I've decided that if the world was coming to an end, I would want a whole bunch of files on an SD card, and I would make sure that I keep my printer. Because if it's going to be like zombies or shit, some weird thing that you're going to be having to store or stock up, then I will start printing my own tools. Cool. So it'll be totally as long as I obviously have a power source to it. So
I can't wait till they can do it with food.
Yeah, right. cheeseburger.
Right?
Yeah.
That'd be dope though, man.
Yeah. Cloudy with a chance of meatballs. You got your food replicators.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I don't know. I think that would actually be a bad idea because Kelly is one of those people that, like, when we have a meal, she's not like, we're gonna have a plate of spaghetti or we're gonna have a salad or something. She would love to have little bits of everything. Like I want like 3 forkfuls of salad, 1 taco. I'll have a little bit of pasta. Yeah, like
The machine's
so
like,
it's like
you are picky.
right.
Press 1 for potato.
It just replicates a microwave and says, "Do it yourself."
Do it yourself. Prints out a map to the grocery store.
And then just shuts down. Yeah. So yeah, I definitely I think food replication would be really cool. I don't know how that they would make sure there's any nutritional value in there. I mean, half the garbage that people want to print anyways doesn't have any nutritional value, right? All those empty carbs. So you just like, no, here is your avocado. Oh, fuck that. Nobody wants to print an avocado.
Yeah, no one's printing an avocado.
Right?
I print guac
pizza.
before I printed an avocado. So,
Exactly.
like, what else goes in guac?
Right? Oh, the early forms of Maleficent. Yes, I can't remember what her name is either. I don't. That would be a good statue. So, but is there a place you can put in orders for anything?
Ooh.
Website? Not yet, but keep your eyes out. I might come up with something and
We'll put it on our website. We'll be
printing to order.
freaking awesome podcast featuring Tony's print shop.
Yeah.
It just rolls off the tongue.
Yep. All the crap he talked about on the show. We could just put it on. We'll put it in our merch.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Buy
should
our
have
merch.
merch.
Buy our merch.
We should.
Yes, we should have at least a freaking awesome coffee mug. So they get if we do the zoom out version, we could be like David Letterman having our little our cups of water on the edge of the desk in a coffee mug. So.
Hey man, I'm almost due for like some new underwear, so I know we could at least make, $6 to $7 off of those. So I'll keep you posted.
Where are we retailing these? Exactly. Jeez. Oh, they come in worn and extra stretchy.
Sorry, they're all
this one has a stain. That's extra.
Sorry, they're all stretched out in the junk.
Yeah. That's what happens when you pat it too much.
Wait, what? Oh man.
Oh goodness. So
Well,
yeah,
pal.
other than that, anything else going on in the world?
No,
I think we are. Yeah.
Oh no, I've got a clean bum.
We've already had the discussion of Matt and ensuring that he has a good shaved butthole.
Yep, I keep everything clean and shaved and where it should be. So
yeah, you'd really hate to misplace and or put the penis of the butt in the wrong place.
Oops.
It's good to keep a nice tight house.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness. So excellent, buddy. Well, we'll sign off for today. We'll keep today's episode a little bit of a shorter one, and we look forward to seeing everybody again.
All right. Take care, Tone, and take care, everybody.
Take care, guys.